Are you thinking about selling your home in Edmonton, but feeling a little lost in today's current market? You're definitely not alone. The headlines are all over the place. 1 minute prices are up, the next minute there's more houses for sale than ever. And it's not enough to make you wonder, so what does this all mean for me? The good news is you're asking the right questions. The same ones that I hear every day. And in this video, I'm going to tackle the biggest questions that Edmonton home sellers are having right now. I'm going to ditch the noise and give you a clear, straight up answer to help you sell with confidence and to get the best price for your home. Hey everyone, my name is Allan Dignard and I'm a local realtor here in the city of Edmonton. And my goal with this channel is to help those that are thinking about buying, selling, investing, or relocating here to Edmonton to make the right decision with educated information so that they know whether moving to Edmonton is the right decision for them. So let's get right into it. Maybe life has thrown you a curveball and that means that you need to sell your home right now. But let's be real, the market today isn't what it was 2 years ago or even 6 months ago. We have just recently moved out of an intense seller's market and have now moved into a more balanced landscape, and that calls for a totally different game plan. Using old advice is the quickest way to leave money on the table, or even worse, to not sell your home at all. So let's get into what's actually happening out there right now. So the first question is, what is the current state of the Edmonton housing market? The first and biggest question I get every single day is, what's really going on with the market? It's the question that sets the stage for everything else. Right now, in late 2025, Edmonton is what we would call a balanced market. The term gets tossed around a lot, so let's talk about what it actually means for you. A balanced market is where neither buyers nor sellers have an upper hand. One way that we measure this is with the sales to new listings ratio. A ratio between 40 and 60% is considered balanced. And as of September, Edmonton's sales to new listing ratio was right at 60%. So what does that feel like when you are selling? It feels like you've got more competition. The number of homes for sale was up about 22% in July compared to the same time last year. That means buyers have more choices than they've had in a long time. But, and this is a huge but for sellers, that doesn't mean it's a bad time to sell. Not at all. While there are more listings and demand is still strong and prices are still showing it, now the data is painting a complex picture, right, which tells a story in itself. As of September 2025, the median home price in Edmonton was around $417,000, which is up 4.2% year over year. Meanwhile, the average price came in at about $450,000, which is roughly 2.9% lower than last year. So what does this tell us? It tells us that the market is fragmented. Some segments are hot while others are cooling. So for example, detached homes are averaging about $528,000, which is up 4.7% year over year, while apartments and townhomes have stayed fairly flat. That takeaway is that while buyers have more to look at, they are still buying and they'll pay up for a quality home that's priced right. This isn't a market for just throwing your home online and expecting a bidding war. It's about making your home the obvious choice. So that brings us to the next big worry. How long is it going to take? Nobody wants their home to just sit there for months. In this more balanced market, selling timelines have stretched out a bit. The average days on market for all property types in Edmonton is hovering around 39 to 40 days. That's a slight increase, and of course it makes sense. With more homes to see, buyers are taking a little bit more time to decide. But remember, average doesn't tell the whole story. Edmonton is really a collection of mini markets, if you will. Different types of homes are selling at different speeds. For instance, detached homes are moving faster than average, around 37 days, while apartment-style condos are taking about 46 to 47 days to sell. For you, this means it's really important to set the right expectation right from the get-go. The timeline for selling a downtown condo is just going to be different than for a family home in a suburb. Knowing this upfront helps you plan and keep your stress levels down. A home that's priced well and shows beautifully will always beat the average. So how should I price my home in this market? This is probably the question that keeps sellers up at night. How much should I ask for? In a market with more inventory, your price is the single most important part of your strategy. The absolute biggest mistake you can make right now is overpricing your home. When buyers have options, the overpriced house is the first one that they're going to scroll right past. They're savvy, they have all of the data, and they know when a home is listed for more than it's worth. While some home prices are up year over year, many areas have seen prices dip a little bit month over month, which tells us that things are cooling off from the frenzy that we were experiencing in the past. You have to price your home to compete right out of the gate. This doesn't mean you have to lowball it. It means you price it smart to get the most qualified buyer in the door right now. The first 2 weeks your home is for sale on the market are everything. A correctly priced home gets a flood of interest, a ton of showings, and better offers. An overpriced home, it just sits, it collects dust, and it also collects days on the market, which makes buyers kind of suspicious. When you finally do that price drop, you often end up selling for less than you would have if you priced it accordingly right from the very beginning. This is where working with a realtor can really make a difference. Those online price estimators, they can be fun and they're a great starting point, but they are often way off. They can't see your brand new kitchen. They don't know your street is the most desirable one in the neighborhood, and they miss the little local trends that an algorithm can't track. This is where having a proper comparative market analysis looks at what just sold, what's for sale right now, and just as important, what tried to sell but didn't. This is an analysis done by humans for humans, designed to make your home a winner. If you're finding this breakdown of the Edmonton market helpful and you want to stay ahead of the game, make sure you go ahead and you hit that like and subscribe button. My whole goal is to give you the information that you need in order to buy, sell, invest, or relocate here in Edmonton. And it also helps support the channel and get this video out to others that may be thinking about buying, selling, investing, or relocating here. So the next question is, do I need to renovate or stage my home? So with more competition out there, sellers are asking, should I sink more money into the house before listing it? And that's a fantastic question, because the last thing you want to do is spend money on an upgrade that you won't get back. So let's split this into two things: renovations and staging. First, renovations. Not all renos are worth it. Unless your kitchen or bathroom is completely falling apart, a massive to the studs overhaul right before you sell is almost never a good idea. Instead, you want to focus on maybe cheaper and cheerful updates that appeal to everyone. So think of a fresh coat of neutral paint, or swapping out outdated light fixtures, or putting new handles on your cabinets. These small touches can make a space feel bright, modern, and move-in ready for a surprisingly low cost to you. Now let's talk about staging. Honestly, in the 2025 market, staging just isn't a good idea. It's a must-do. When buyers are swiping through dozens of homes online, yours has to grab their attention instantly. Staging is how you show off your home's best assets. It's about decluttering, taking down personal photos, and maybe arranging furniture to make rooms feel bigger and flow better. It lets buyers fall in love with the house and actually picture their own lives there. A clean, fresh, beautifully staged home just pops. It sells faster and generally for more money. It's one of the best investments that you can make. Next up, how will my mortgage rates and affordability affect my sale? It's smart to wonder how big picture things like mortgage rates will affect your sale. After all, your sale depends on a buyer's ability to actually get a mortgage loan. Mortgage rates have been a huge topic of conversation. While they aren't at the rock bottom lows that we've seen a few years ago, they have been stabilizing. Anytime rates ease up, it's good for new sellers. It helps with buyer affordability, meaning more people might be able to qualify for a loan to buy your home. That widens the buyer pool and can boost demand. But affordability is still a huge factor for buyers. Their budgets are tight and they're running the numbers very carefully. This just circles back to our earlier point about pricing. A sharply priced home that fits neatly into a buyer's budget is going to get a ton of attention. A home priced just a little bit too high might be totally invisible to a whole group of people whose pre-approval ends just below your asking price. Understanding the buyer side of the financial equation is a huge part of positioning your home to sell. So should I sell now or should I wait? And that's the million-dollar question. Is now the right time to sell or should I hold off? Look, trying to perfectly time the market is a fool's errand. What I can tell you is what we see today. Right now, we are in an active and healthy market. Prices have generally seen decent growth over the last few years, meaning you've likely built up a good amount of equity in your home. This is your chance to actually capitalize on that growth. The case for selling now is pretty clear. You get to lock in your home's value in a market that still has plenty of buyers. The case for waiting is full of what ifs. While some people predict prices will keep inching up, we also see that the numbers of homes for sale is also rising. Waiting until spring could mean you're up against even more competition. Plus, who knows what the economy will do in the next few months? In the end, the decision to sell has less to do with timing the market and more to do with your own life. Why are you moving in the first place? Is it a new job? Do you need more room for the kids? Time to downsize? Your why is what matters most. And if moving makes sense for you right now, then our job is to build a winning strategy for today's market. And the data shows you can absolutely have a fantastic sale in Edmonton right now. So let's bring it all home. The Edmonton market is more balanced, which means your pricing and how your home looks are everything. It's taking a little longer to sell on average, but homes that are priced right and show well are still going fast. And whether you should sell now or wait really comes down to your personal goals. But today's market offers a great opportunity to cash in on your equity. Making all of this work to get the best possible result isn't just about sticking a sign on the lawn. It takes a real customized strategy right from day one. And if you're thinking about selling your home and want to talk about a game plan for your specific property and your goals, I would love to chat. All of my details are below in the description. You can book a free consultation with me, and I would be more than happy to help you out. I want to thank you again for watching, and if you enjoyed today's video, I want to make sure that you go ahead and you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you also feel that it would be beneficial for others or somebody that you know that might be looking to sell their home right now, make sure that you share this video with them as well. All right, until next time, take care and we'll see you later.